ません。しかもこの革命をかけた挑戦が始まっています。
取材に当たった日野記者です。
3日間シリーズでお伝えしたんですけれども、我々の常識では考えられないことばかりだったと思うんですけどもね、要するにあれほど本格的にフリーエネルギーの研究をしている人というのが実際にいるわけですね。
そうですね。その背景があるということなんですよね。エネルギーに関する国際学会
My name is George Hathaway. We're in the Toronto laboratory of Hathaway Consulting Services. And this lab that you see around you is set up to investigate new concepts in physics and engineering, especially those that are directly related to novel energy and propulsion technologies. By far the most advanced and unusual such non-conventional energy technology that I have ever witnessed is the Hutchison effect. This video will try to document Hutchison's research and suggest basic physical theories which might help understand and explain what I have called the Hutchison effect. Much of the work at this laboratory in Toronto is meant to try to help investigate and elucidate the physics underlying the Hutchison effect. This presentation will be divided into several different sections, each of which will proceed more or less chronologically. The first section will describe what is meant by the Hutchison effect itself and give a brief background. Next, you'll see some of the early film footage that was taken by myself and mostly by John Hutchison late at night, from 1980 to 1985 time frame. Then I should discuss my personal involvement with John Hutchison via a company that was set up to understand and try to develop the Hutchison effect. Following this, you'll see later results from the 1988 to 1989 time frame, a point at which John was involved with another company in Vancouver, British Columbia. In 1988, I formally presented the Hutchison effect at an international symposium on new energy technology, which was held in Hull, Quebec, Canada. And at that time, I suggested that several physicists whose work should be investigated be contacted to see whether they could help to understand what is going on. But I also appealed to scientists generally to help to elucidate the concept and the physics behind the Hutchison effect. Finally, I'll conclude with a summary of the Hutchison effect, giving possible and potential applications of the effect, and providing some future directions and recommendations.
Well, it gets kind of boring from here. This pretty much is the end of the tape. It just goes on to show a clock and the actual thing set up and the damage around the Red Bull commercial. That was in 2006 I was doing it for friends in Hollywood land, and I guess we can turn it off and rewind the video and I can start talking. That's quite an interesting info commercial, I guess. I think it's kind of funny in some aspects. It's kind of cool doing that stuff. Okay, I am ready to take questions and answers on my strange, wild videos and other crazy experiments, so fire away.
Okay, you said you didn't know which direction this field of energy was going, and you tried to anyway measure, like you see your lab in particular, have some sort of electromagnetic spatial survey going on, so you could see where the energy was going, because it looked like what was happening to the Red Bull, like there was, like if you see stuff that's running down a drain, first it starts slow, stuff, if you have sediment in a liquid, in a container, it moves slow, and as it gets like here, the hole gets bigger, and the flow of water leaving that area gets faster. The stuff starts moving, and it drains down the hole. It's like, it seems like you're breaking into some area with your energy force field and creating a disturbance which can cause that movement. But you're trying to quantitatively measure the three-dimensional and beyond spheres to see where this energy is going, how strong it is in this area or this spot.
Yes, that was actually done by U.S. Army Intelligence and McDonnell Douglas plus other corporations over the years. This is a recent video in 2006, and I ended all my demonstrations in 2008 when the fire department closed it all down because it was interfering with too many people, residences around New Westminster. And I have the letter actually with me here. So, yeah, it's been measured and tested and all that. Well, it indicated that I'm working in a quantum field. I have a lot of measuring equipment to measure all the different aspects of it. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. I let the scientists do the work. So I let the experts do the measurement. Although I can do the measurements too. I'd like to feel in the quantum field there's all kinds of possibilities in communicating at great distance, the manipulation of gravity and time. That's something I studied quite a bit of when I was in Germany. The cyclotron results on different time particles and gravitons and dilatons and that kind of things. I'm leaning more really strongly in the quantum realm.
Okay, one more question. Who wants to choose?
Okay, so the question is, what was the government's reasoning or excuse for confiscating your equipment?
That particular aspect, they didn't want a North American technology going to a German government. It'd be an act of treason, so they confiscated it.
Wasn't it J.P. Morgan who burnt down Tesla's equipment in Colorado?
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep running into problems with inspectors and people when I start doing the stuff too dramatically. I guess rightly so, because the mayor of New Westminster, he was supportive of my work for a number of years, and the city hall was just getting too many complaints.
Judy, you ready?
Oh, I just tell them what I'm doing.
Okay, just like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they do.